Heyo, Maniacal Nut here. Welcome to Portal Knights. This is going to be my first game review, or, well, Maniacal's review. I figured this would be a good game to start it out. It's for the PlayStation 4 as well as the Xbox One. Just had some DLC released not too long ago to get a couple extra classes, including Rogue and a Druid, I believe. Anyway, let's check this out, shall we? You have pretty much, this is Minecraft with a little bit of a more in-depth story. For one, you get to create your little characters. Furfolk, Elf and Furfolk are both DLC. DLC, yes, I said that right. So I don't really know anything about them. Oh. Let's go, male. Alright, and you choose, once again, Druid and Rogue are both DLC. The Mage, Ranger, and Warrior are all three default. Anyway, you choose that, choose through your hair, blah blah blah. Oops. And your character's name. Now, in case you didn't notice, I already have a couple. I am a warrior that I'm playing through, and then my original character, which was a ranger, I'll load up. I have two worlds as well. This one I'm just now playing through, Universe 3. I made a Universe 2, but I screwed up on it when I was making it. You can actually go through and find random people, which is pretty nice now, especially if you're needing to farm experience and you don't really have anything left to do. Like, for instance, my ranger is, level 29, max level is 30. So, experience is hard to find. So, if I go through here and, like, the level 26 fella, it'd be, I say fella, it could be a woman. But it's a nifty little way. You could always reset your worlds. And I have no friends that play the game. You could always reset worlds and gain experience that way, but that's a lot of work sometimes. Anyway, I'll load this one up. This one's gonna be a normal size world, or pretty much classic for you Minecraft players. Not even, yeah, about classic size. You have normal, which is what this one is, and then large, which is the equivalent to large for the Minecraft maps. Now, you have to ignore all the stuff I have built here. I did this myself. Okay, I don't have anything with me inventory-wise. Oh, I have enemies spawning in. I shouldn't have enemies spawning in. Anyway, it's a pretty nifty game, something you can play in your leisure, just something that you want to kind of goof around on, but at the same time don't want to play Minecraft. This has a little bit more fun in depth to it. And then, for instance here, you have all of these worlds to explore. And they get pretty rough after so long. You go all the way around the world, and there's a few here I have not actually explored, so that's interesting. And then with the new DLC, it takes you to an entire new planet, which is pretty cool, to say the least. I think there may be more DLC planned in the future, but I'm not entirely sure. But for instance here, let's just go ahead. I don't have any weapons with me, so I don't want to go into an actual boss room. So, oh, and these islands is what they're called, but they're pretty much worlds. With the hammer icon on them, they're ones you purchase in-game, not out-game, not with the real world money. You purchase them, you can build freely on them without having to worry about enemies. No one's going to come in and destroy it, which they can't on regular islands either, but in case you didn't notice when I was playing earlier and I happened to see Suit of armor. Why the hell? Why the hell? Anyway, sorry about that. You go, if you join someone, you can't mess with their worlds that they have purchased, that they are building on. I don't believe. Other worlds, everything's free game. So, it's also kind of like having a safe haven. You can just transport back to there. You can have chests, which I created. I didn't know that when I started this game. This is just the hub, the first world you start in a normal or small world, and I just made it my own. I built all of this in it to create kind of my own little sanctuary. Eventually I got settlers. You can pick them up and move them yourself. You will not attract them, unfortunately. But yeah, this is it's a pretty nifty little game. It definitely has plenty of playtime. I mean, as you see, I believe I have played a total of almost 3 days on this character alone, on this island. So, you know, that's, what is that, 24, 48, 72, 72. I forgot how to math. No, it is 72 hours, I believe. Let's see, 48, 58, 68. Yeah, 72. I said that right. So that's almost 72 hours just in this world, and I don't have everything. And a lot of it I did spend building this, I will say. But there's a lot of stuff. You can actually get quests. As you see in the top left part, is what I was complaining about just a moment ago, because I shouldn't have any quests. Oopsie. I shouldn't have any quests on this world, seeing how I have beaten it. Unless I reloaded it with my lower level character and reset the worlds like I talked about, and ended up forgetting about it, which is a very good possibility. Now with the class system that you get, you also get weapon systems. I'm not sure if I can show you any. Oh yes, that's one thing, you have third and first person. Oh, actually, here you go. Actually, okay, I'll just show you this way. Okay, let me find an enemy. You can go to first person like this and say, you know, I want to attack them. Well, shit. I forgot I'm a little overpowered. Anyway, you see that it switched me over to third person. That's automatic. You can't stop that. You do get a present each week that you play the game. Something random that the developers send out to you. Pretty nice. What I just got there is, you know, I have this armor equipped, but if I go over to my vanity, I can actually equip something else without losing my stats. Which works perfectly, because I do not like that. So I keep those on vanity. Yeah, that's... Like I said, it's a pretty nifty little game. And it's not bad, especially for the price. For younger players, it's great. It lets them express their creativity a little bit. There is no creative world, so you do have to work for everything. How Minecraft had the, you know, you had adventure, or you had survival or creative. This one is just pure survival. The only difference is you do not have to eat, which is nice. You eat to actually regain health. You see in the top left corner. Yeah, this is... I don't want to show you any of the worlds because I don't want to spoil anything, since I've already completed, and excuse me, I have not progressed far enough in my other world to really show you much of anything. I think I have like 2 islands open, maybe 3. I'm pretty sure, actually. It's been a while since I've personally played this. It's one of the games, though, that if I don't feel like actually focusing and just feel like doing a little bit, it's nice. It's a nice... Oh, shit. Oh, and you can have little pets, which is cool. I can just take one of these little guys and actually have with me as a companion. They give no bonuses. Huh. That's new. They used to just be torches. Like straight up placing a torch on the ground. Like Minecraft. Anyway, you can have animals with you. They do not give any special purpose, just kind of like bragging rights with, look what I have. You can get boss enemies, as there are 3 or 4 boss enemies in the game. You can get them as pets. That wasn't crit. And so it's just bragging rights. Same with your... And then weapons, you do have weapon tiers. You go from just your standard wooden weapons up to bronze, pretty much copper, iron, gold, and then titanium. There's also different kinds of weapons for different classes. For instance, since I'm a ranger, I can use a bow or crossbow or daggers and traps. The traps are nice. They're neat. For warriors, they can use great hammers, great axes, long swords, and swords. And then rogues can use twin blades, the traps, just like a ranger. And I'm not sure what else. Probably daggers. And then for druids, I don't know. Probably the same thing. They probably can use the same thing a mage can, which is just stabs and special totems. With the exception that I'm sure druids can also use daggers. I'm guessing on that, though. I haven't even played any of the DLC. I just bought it not too long ago, and I still haven't accessed it. Just because I haven't had time. But I highly suggest this game, given this, if you're able to, checking this out. Total score, I think I would get, out of a 10, I'd give it about a 6 or 7. I'd up that if it had like a creative mode for, younger players to play around with. It still gives you a lot of freedom, but some of the supplies to get can be pretty hard to get a hold of sometimes. It can get pretty tedious. And the difficulty spike for the hard mode bosses is insane. Now that they have the multiplayer option, before you actually had to have friends and invite them personally, but since you can join randoms, it's pretty nice. So I should actually say a 7 or 8 out of 10 at this point with the fresh updates in the DLC. If you have just the base game, it's still pretty good. It's just not as much content. So I highly suggest, if you're going to get this game, to go ahead and just get the DLC. It's not that expensive. I do not remember. I think it was a total of $20 for all the DLC. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all, especially with today's content, the way everything's been going. So that's my input for this game. If you guys have this, let me know in the comment section below what you think. If you do, go give it a try. If you don't like it, let me know in the comment section of how big of a lying piece of crap I am. I will enjoy reading that, and we can have a conversation about it. What you do like or don't like, or any, if you disagree with anything I say about the game, let me know in the comments, and we can have a conversation about it. As well as hit that like or dislike button. Let me know what you guys do and don't like. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss a single game review or walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call them. Any videos I have coming out. I'm uploading every Tuesday and Thursday by 1 p.m. I believe is the new upload schedule. It's pretty sad I don't remember my own time, but I'm working on this. So until next time, that is a maniacal game review. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, goodbye.